In a small town surrounded by rolling hills, there lived an old lantern maker named Thomas. He was known for creating the brightest lanterns in the entire region. One day, a young boy named Ethan visited his workshop. Ethan was quiet and often felt like he wasn't good enough. He wasn't the fastest runner, the smartest student, or the most popular kid at school. As Ethan looked around the workshop, he noticed two lanterns hanging by the door. One lantern was shiny and perfect, with flawless glass. The other lantern had a long crack running down its side. "Why do you keep that broken lantern?" Ethan asked. Thomas smiled and replied, "Come back tonight, and I'll show you." That evening, a powerful storm swept through the town. Rain poured from the sky. Thick clouds covered the moon. The streets became dark. People struggled to see where they were going. Thomas lit both lanterns and handed one to Ethan. Together, they walked through the town. The perfect lantern shined brightly, lighting the road ahead. But the cracked lantern did something unusual. As its light passed through the crack, it spread in dozens of directions, illuminating doorways, sidewalks, fences, and hidden paths in the darkness. People nearby could suddenly see much more than before. An elderly woman smiled and said, "That lantern helped me find my lost keys." A little girl pointed excitedly and said, "It helped me see my puppy hiding under the porch." Ethan looked closely and realized that the crack wasn't weakening the lantern. It was helping its light reach places the perfect lantern couldn't. When they returned to the workshop, Ethan asked, "So the crack actually makes it better?" Thomas nodded. "Sometimes." Then he told Ethan a story. Years ago, he had made that lantern for a wealthy customer. During delivery, it accidentally cracked, and the customer refused to buy it. Thomas felt disappointed and nearly threw it away, but he decided to keep it. Months later, during another storm, he used the cracked lantern while helping people find their way home. That's when he noticed something remarkable. The crack transformed one beam of light into many. Its flaw had created a new purpose. Ethan stood silently as Thomas looked at him and said, "Most people spend their lives wishing they were perfect. They hide their mistakes. They hide their differences. They compare themselves to everyone else. But perfection isn't what makes people valuable. What makes people valuable is how they use what they have." Ethan thought about his own life. He wasn't the best athlete, the loudest person in the room, or the most confident, but he was kind. He listened when others needed help. He noticed when someone felt lonely. He made people feel understood. Maybe those things mattered too. Years passed, and Ethan grew older. Whenever he faced rejection, failure, or self-doubt, he remembered the cracked lantern. Instead of asking, "Why am I different?" he started asking, "How can my differences help others?" That simple change transformed his life. Eventually, Ethan became a counselor who helped struggling teenagers. Many people thanked him for understanding them in ways others couldn't. And whenever someone asked why he was so good at helping people, he smiled and thought of the cracked lantern. Because the things that once made him feel weak had become his greatest strengths.